Hello friends, today we are solving this problem XOR queries of a subarray. The question is here, we are given one integer array like this, and we are giving the queries, okay, like this. These are the queries. So queries are the 2D array which having like every cell has two values. Okay, so first value basically indicate the start point in this array, and this is the end point. So for example 0 and 1. So these guys are at the 0 and 1. So what we have to do is basically we have to find the XOR of all those numbers which are lying between this interval of the index, including these indexes. For example, if it is 0 to 3, then there should be the XOR of all these 1, 3 and 4 of the array. So we have to return the XOR of the answers for all these queries. This is what we have to do. So one simple way is here, like whatever is the start point and end point, we can simply write a for loop and do the XOR of all the numbers and return the answer. But there is a problem in this. In this way it will take the n square, because every time we are again starting from the start and end point, right? So we will do in O of n time complexity, not in O of n square. So let me explain what would be my approach. So you can see here, this is our original array, okay, which is given in the question. So what we are doing here is we are making one more array, which we are calling pre-array. So basically this pre is the one where we will park all the XOR, consecutive XOR at every index, just like we do the prefix sum. So sum of all the numbers till every index, right? So we are doing here XOR of them. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we are starting for this array, right? So I is equal to 0 to I less than n I plus plus. This is array. So what I am doing, pre of I plus 1 equal to pre of I and XOR of air of I. Okay, so what we are doing is, when we are starting with the 0, see here at 0 it is 1, right? So we will come here. So air is 1, and here at start at I it is 0, right, in pre. So we will fill for this number, right? So what we will do here, we will do the pre of I, which is 0, right? 0 and XOR with which this number 1, right? So 0 and 1. So what would be the XOR? The XOR would be 1 only, right? We will do the XOR with any number with 0. It comes the same number only, just like we can also do this. So see here, this is 1, 0, 0, 0. So this is 1 only. So what we will do, we will fill 1 here, right? Similarly, now we will go to I equal to 1. Okay, so see here, it is 3, right? So what we will do, 3 XOR with what is the value at this guy, I minus 1. Oh, sorry, at I it is 1, right? So we have to do the 3 and 1. So the XOR would be 2, right? You can do so XOR would be 2. So let me fill it here. It would be 2. Now we are at here, right? So this time it is 4. So we have to do 4 XOR with 2, right? So 4 and XOR with 2. So let's do it. So it would be like we can just write 1 0 0 and 0 0 1 0. Okay. So XOR would be here. This would be 0 1 and 1 and 0. Okay. So basically it would be our 2. So we are doing the XOR of 4 and 2, right? So let's do it. 0 1 0 0 and 0 0 1 and 0. Okay, so this would be 0, this would be 1, this would be 1, and this is again 0. So this would be value is 6, right? This is 6. So we will put here 6. Okay, now we are at the last location. So we have to XOR the 8 and 6 XOR we have to find, right? So we can do this. Okay, so so this is our 8 and this is our 6, and we will do XOR of it. So this is same number, it would be 0. This is different, so it would be 1. This is also different, it would be 1. This also different. So this would be, what is this value? This value would be 14, right? So we have to write 14 here. Now we are done the filling of the pre, right? So now we will do our according to query, how would we calculate it? So let's say our query is something like ij. Okay, so which is starting at I and ending at j. So basically in question this is asking that we have to find the XOR of starting from I till the j. So we can do this with the help of pre, right? So you know that every location we have already stored the pre values, right? XOR values. So what we will do here, if we want to get the ij value, we can do simply what? We can do the pre of at ith location, okay, at the start location, and XOR of pre of whatever location is ending j plus 1. Why plus 1? Because see here we stored starting from 1, right? We stored from starting from 1, so at I plus 1th location it would be the value. Now you might have a question that why I am doing this pre I would have done I plus 1 here also. No, why I am doing this? Because we have to exclude till I minus 1 XORs, right? We have to include from the ith location, okay? So because then only we will include all those values. So see here we have finally we will get what would be the answer of it. Let's say we are taking I equal to 0 and j equal to 1, right? So in that case what would be our XOR? So our XOR would be at 0, so pre of 0, okay, so pre of 0 is 0, right? So this is 0 XOR, just a second, let me remove this thing unnecessarily. So it would be 0 XOR at the j plus 1. So at j plus 1, j is 1, right? So j plus 1 it is 2. So we will find the XOR of 0 and 2, which is 2 only, right? So this should be our answer for this query. You can confirm as well. So let's say we are doing, this is our original array, right? 0 and 1. So if we do the XOR of 1 and 3 manually, this should give us 2, right? So we can check it. So 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 1, 1, right? So this would be 0, this would be 1, 0, 0. So this is 2 only, so we can confirm it. So this would be our approach, and similarly we will traverse through all the queries and will be storing the answers in a answer array. So let me execute my code now. Let me show you my code. So you can see my code here. See, first of all, what I'm doing, I'm just creating this pre-XOR array, right? The one which we just created here, right? This one. I'm calling it pre-XOR in my application. So I just created first of all this pre-XOR of the size n plus 1, right? Because first location 0th I am not using, right? And then I just creating the answer array. Now see here I am getting the pre-XOR of all the values, right? The I is starting from 0, but I am starting the storing value from 1, right? Now what I am doing here, see, I am going through the queries and see I am storing the answers for these queries with this. Queries of I0 means the starting point, XOR of, pre-XOR of queries I1 plus 1. Okay, so here I am adding plus 1 because we stored from plus 1 location, right? And finally I am returning the answer. So let me execute my code. So I am running my code. Yeah, so let me try to submit it. Yeah, so this is 100% faster. So thank you for watching this video, and if you guys have any concern, please make a comment over there. Thank you.